Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you have subscribed, hit the bell down below. You'll be notified each time I load a video. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use in the high tunnel. This is a Lowe's haul. I am putting in my water. I am putting in my electrical. Yes, I know how to put electrical in. Yes, I know how to put the water in. Some things you guys didn't know. As you guys know, my husband has a shop out there. Well, inside the shop, he's got electricity. There's a breaker box out there, and I'm gonna add a 20 amp breaker to the box that's already there, and I'm gonna wire that to the high tunnel, so that way I have a way for my fans, and I have a place to plug up my lights in the top. And I could have went with the, installing the electrical for the lights, but, I preferred to go with the plug. That way, if I'm not gonna need it, I can easily unplug it and not worry about it. Alright, I'm gonna start off with this first, and then I'm gonna answer some questions that I had. Now, I had to take and get a new universal plunger thing for our bathroom toilet. The little plunger is leaking water, so I had to do that. But I'm gonna go with the 12-2 wiring for the high tunnel. Now, this has the silver protectant on the outside, so you really don't have to worry about grabbing pipe and covering your wires. So hope you guys, it's called Alflex is what it's called. Army Light solid metal clad cable. But this is what I'm using right here. So, because I know I've had a lot of people ask me, what are you using? Now, don't worry guys, I made sure that I got my little wire connectors. I made sure that I got the multi-packs of them, because when you're working with the wire, sometimes, the main wires, you do have to have the extra large. So, I made sure I got those. Now, this is the 3/4 standard clamp. I got these because where I have to run the wire on one, I'm going to have it on the wood part on the inside. And I made sure that this is a protector, okay? And I figured, why not just use these to run that electrical wire. But you can also use them with your flex pipe when you run your water, if you want to. Now, my son wanted a new light switch with a plug, so I gotta fix that. Now, I did get 2 light switches, okay? On the high tunnel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I fix these where one will be for the fans. Instead of me having to, go over there and plug in the fans, I'm going to have it fixed to where I can flip the switch if I want it on for the fans, or if I just need the lights on, I can flip the switch for my lights, okay? Now, I got this box, okay. This is where I am going to have the main power coming in, okay. I'm going to have my main power from the breaker. It's going to be coming through here. Then what I'm going to do is, where I have my plugs for my fan, I'm going to have that wire coming through here, okay, for that plug. Then for my lights, I'm going to have it coming through here, okay. And then again, I may have my my lights, and you know, I'll figure it out, because I got to figure out which side is which and which, you guys, it's kind of hard to explain. All right, what I did is, they have these little boxes, you know, plastic boxes. They got the little metal boxes. But a lot of those are for when you have 2x4s out there. And you guys know, mine, I don't have 2x4s. I have metal post. And I'm sorry, I thought I seen a snake out there in my other area, but it's not. But what I did is, I took and got these. These are called Trade Mac. I am not sponsored by Trade Mac. So that way I can close this when it's not in use. And it also has a thing here where you can pop it, where that way, let me show you. You can probably see it better on this one. So that way, when if I got my lights and stuff on, you know, I'm using a cord or something, it does have that extra little place here. Can you see it? So that way no moisture can build up inside your plug. Because being inside, I got, I think 3 or 4 of those. Because being outside, even though it's covered, you can still get, you know, humidity, or the wind might blow through when you got, the wind will blow the rain through. Sometimes it depends on the direction. There's some more of those wing twisters. Now, I'm going to put one of these, it's called a self-test ground vault circuit. I'm going to put one in there, okay, because really you need at least one. So that way, if anything shorts out in there for some reason, I'm sorry guys, I've been coughing my head off. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I have got a self-test ground vault circuit, and when you're taking installing into a greenhouse or a high tunnel, you want to at least have one in there, so that way if anything shorts out, it'll throw this right here instead of throwing the whole breaker. And it's best to at least have one in there, which I got a pack of 3 because I didn't have just one. There's another pack of them little luggy nuts, and there's another pack of those little hose things I was telling you about. Now I did go ahead and get the regular plugs. I think I bought 3 of those. I'll have to find out. Now, I was trying to figure out, because out there on my faucet, okay, you guys know, I told you I'm putting in a water line. I was going to use a water hose, and then I got to thinking, you know, why not just go ahead and nip this in the butt and get it over with. Plain and simple. And you guys, I told y'all that I have a little leak out there. It's on the screw part of the, when you cut the faucet on, you know, there's a screw. Well, I was doing some checking out on some videos, and I found out that there is a little washer in there. And those little washers, over time, you have to replace them. You take the little screw out, and it removes the little thing in there. I watched a video on how to do that because I had never done that. So I went ahead and got different sizes, but I also got the multi-pack to be on the safe side, because I didn't want to make, you know, grab something and it wind up being not the right size, because, you know, you don't want to have to make a trip right back to the store. And it never hurts to have some extra washers around. Now, I did get some wire strippers, and the reason I did is because I trust stripping my wires with this, because I don't want to take and be cutting off more wire than what I need, you know, stripping. You only strip enough off on the wiring that you're actually going to be using. Now, am I going to do a video and show you guys what I'm doing? No. Here's why. There are plenty of electricians out there that might not like the way I do it, okay? And I don't want people biting my head off, but you will see. I'll show you guys where the electricity is, because that way you guys know it is installed and it is working and it is installed right. Now, let me move to the next bag. Well, let me show you all this first. Okay. Where my water hose is, okay? My water hydrant is around here on the side of my house, on the other side of the gate. And that is the closest water hydrant that I have. So, I bought 100 foot of PEX. Okay? I know a lot of you guys are like, how you gonna hook that up? I'm taking and I'm gonna dig the required, that's gonna fall. I'm gonna dig the required, below the frost line, like I'm supposed to. And I'm going to run it from my, alright, here's another one, so you can kind of, now this one here's the double one. This is the one that I was going to use for the light and the plug, okay? So if I have to use heater in there during the winter time, I have access, and I do not have to worry about anything. Yes, this in here will be the one that has the throw thing on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm exhausted. Here's the little washers. It's assortment. And the other guy told me this here would work, because I'm only gonna need one. But I had to explain it to him, and here's another one in little covers for the outlet. There's some little washers. I'm telling y'all. Okay. Now, here is what I bought, where I'm going to have my PEX pipe. Yes, I have the connections, the connectors, we're going to call them connecting connectors, right here where I put my PEX pipe. And that ain't right, dude. I think I have it in here that hooks onto that. Yeah. this one. But he also gave me this one. Told me I needed it. Because I told him what I was needing. I got 3 light switches, y'all. And I think I should have had, there it is. Extra plug. Now, I did buy some 3/4 little clamps. They call 2-hole straps. I bought these from Lowe's. So that way I can kind of put around for the wiring. But I did grab, it's called a quick connect set. Okay. That's what I want to use on this flex pipe. Might have should have got 2, but we have this one too. Now, this is a metal plate that goes over the top of that other box that's going to be the main power. So that way there is a cover on here, and that way nobody can stick their hands inside, even though I'm going to have those little lock things on them. But I also bought this. And I know a lot of you guys are probably like, what are you doing? Okay. This is going to go inside the high tunnel. I'm making one section for my water. Okay. Now, when I hook up my connection, this is going to be hooked on to this. Okay. And then my flex pipe is going to be coming from the bottom. Okay. And yes, I'm going to mount this so that way it won't, you know, somebody hit it. It ain't going to have water going everywhere. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to put my timer, my pressure regulator, and I'm also going to use this onto here, okay? The reason I'm going to use this is I'm going to have 4 beds in there, okay? And all 4 beds, I want to make sure that I have my, have it to where I can cut on the water and cut off the water. If I don't need to water something, I'm going to cut it off here. I know with the drip tape system that I got from Grower Solution, that it does already have the little on and off. But I also wanted it to where if I wanted to make sure that it's off here, okay, the main water, that way I can also have that one cut off, but I can also cut it off here as a precaution, okay? So that way, if I'm working in one of the raised beds and I notice that the water is not on, I know to go, because if I look and I see that water is off, I know to turn that one back on and this one, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, Carl, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I do. Your girl's smarter than you guys think I am. Especially when it comes to electrical. I mean, I don't like electrical. I have been shot before, but that was when I was younger. But I just wanted to show you guys this, okay? And let you guys know this is what I'm using inside my high tunnel from Grower Solution. Now, I want to tell you guys a little something about Grower Solution. Grower Solution is a great company, and I'm going to tell you guys, I didn't know they also have, they sell trees, shrubs, and things like that. And when you go online and you look, you'll see them. But there's 2 sites. They have one for the plants, and then they also have the one for their high tunnel, the irrigation, fertilize, anything you need, the pots, they have it all, okay? And if you want to save 10%, and they have the shade cloth, just go over to growersolution.com, and if you want to save 10%, use my coupon code MUG10. Now, I want to take and let you guys know that the company, okay, is a fantastic company, and here's why I say it is, okay? I run into some issues, and I wasn't sure how to do it, and I called them up. They took and transferred me to a person, and that person, a man, I want to thank him. I don't know his name, but I want to thank him. He walked me through what I had to do, okay? Because me, I'm more of a visual person when it comes to directions. I like to see something being done, and Grower Solution does have a video where they walk you through step by step, and it's on Grower Solution on YouTube, and they go to someone, another YouTube's channel's farm, and they put one together, and you can watch the whole video. But me, you know, they had extra stuff on theirs, and to me, you know, I kind of skipped through some of the things because a lot of the things that they had, I didn't have it on mine. And when I talked to them, you know, they let me know what I was supposed to be getting, and everything was color-coded. And you have a packing slip. It lets you know everything that's in there. And if you wind up short on any part, all you have to do is call them. And guess what? You guys, I couldn't believe how quick I got. Because I was short 2 straps, okay? Well, they sent me 2 extras. So I still have those 2 extra straps. And they're called the little 2 straps, kind of like what I got here. But I was like, that was so quick. And the customer service there is fantastic. You're actually talking to a person, not a computer. That's number 1. And they are in Tennessee, you guys. I don't think they ship outside the U.S., but fantastic. I highly recommend them to you guys. And I'm not doing it just because I am affiliate with them now. I am doing this because the company is fantastic. And you guys, if you get you a high tunnel, I'm going to tell you, or if you want the irrigation, you need fertilizer, or you order the plants or anything, shade cloth. I mean, you have any questions, all you have to do is call them up. You're actually talking to a person and not a computer. That's number 1, customer service. And a fantastic company and fantastic merchandise that you get from the company. Now, I'm just going to take you guys outside, and I'm going to take and answer some of the questions that I had, so that way they can kind of be a little bit better explained, because I know a lot of people, when you are trying to explain it, they don't really understand unless you actually show them, because that's me. I like to be showed instead of reading all them directions, okay? I visually see something, I can do it, okay? That's just me. I've always had that issue, you guys. But I'm going to take you outside, and I'm going to show you and answer the questions that I have been getting. All right, guys, see you outside. Alright guys, now I got asked about strap, okay, saying about it having it here on the sides, okay. I'm gonna let you know, I put straps here where the poles are, so when the sides are down, the wind can't pick it up and move it, okay. Now later on I may go ahead, I have plenty of the strap left, I may go ahead and add another strap here, and that way it can kind of help a little bit more support. Now I have that on every pole. There's 6 poles down through here on one side, and the other side is 6 poles, and every pole is 4 foot apart. So you have 24 inches in the ground of these poles, okay? Then I have these straps, okay? Then we have the straps going across the plastic. It's a 6 mil plastic. And it's very thick. It's thicker than what I thought it was, you know, it's very thick. I know guys, I do have a little on the extra. Instead of me cutting it, I didn't cut some of it off. You want to leave anywhere from 3 to 4 inches extra in case you accidentally have to take the wiggle wire out. And let me show you guys the wiggle wire track. Okay. Right here, okay, is the wiggle wire track, okay. It has got Tech screws that are screwed into the actual pole, and then the wiggle wire goes back and forth and it holds the plastic in. Yes, I know this right here is not tight. The reason is because we didn't pull it that tight, because at the time we were trying to handle the wind, okay, and the wind was awful. Now I'm gonna show you guys, okay, up here, okay, this is the storm door, okay. My storm door, if I need extra airflow from this way, all I have to do is open this, open the other side, and the airflow goes through, okay? No problem. Now, you can add ventilation if you want to, that's extra, but me physically, money-wise, I could not afford that, so I just went like this, okay? Now, you guys, I told you I was gonna have 2 fans. I'm gonna mount 1 fan up there, okay? There is a bar that goes all the way across, okay? This is what they call, let me see if I can, this is what they call a V-bar, okay? It goes up there on the very top, up there, over on this side, and goes down, and it's got a bracket here, a strap, and it is also got a Tech screw going through it on the other side. But when you're installing your you're putting your pipes together, you have to make sure all your screws are coming in towards the high tunnel. You don't want it towards your plastic, because if you do, the wind picks up and it hits that long screw part, you're going to replace your plastic. Now, the pipes, let me go ahead and explain that. Alright, and I'll show you up here. Do you see those pipes? All right, there is a wood screw right up there and a wood screw over here that holds that strap to the wood. Then you have a Tex screw that goes through into the pipe, okay? Up there, when you're putting on your loops, there is a Tex screw up there. And you want to make sure you got a Tex screw in it. Now, I'm going to show you guys, when I open this storm door down here, let the wind come through. I have airflow this way. You can tell the difference. But with the shade cloth on, well, when we got the plastic put on, the plastic was, it was extremely hot in here with the sidewalls down, no shade cloth. It was very hot in here. I bet you it was like 250, 300 degrees up in here. I tried to come in to get some of the tools that we had put inside so that we could, you know, put the shade cloth on. And I'm going to tell you, the inside was so hot and humid. I did this, and it was just like water coming off, okay? And I was like, wow. You know, during the wintertime, this is going to be fabulous, okay? I can tell the difference between me being outside and being in here. This shade cloth makes big difference. I was surprised. I figured that, you know, I was going to go with a 40%, and because I was scared to go higher because it makes it darker. And I figured, well, there's another Mississippi person that channel on YouTube, and he has the 40%. And I was like, his channel is Deep South Homestead. If you guys want to go check him out, their channel is fantastic. They have 2 high tones, okay? And I think it's two big ones. And I think they have some small ones. But they have finished theirs. And me, you know, I've always wanted a huge greenhouse. And I started watching and hearing about the high tunnel. And I'm like, oh man, I would love that. And then I talked to the city. I went to the courthouse and everything and went to find out that, you know, what I explained to him what I was wanting and what I had already purchased. And the guy came out and he says, that'd be perfect right here. He says, I've never seen one. But I told him, anytime you want to come by, you know, and take a look, I'd be glad to show you. And I've already had 2 people in the neighborhood. Yes, I'm in town. And I love to garden. I love my garden. Now, you guys, I know, this year I've only grown a lot of tomatoes and a few peppers. But since I have this, I'm just going to have my fall garden in here. We're having tomatoes. We're having peppers. A lot of people are like, well, you know, what about the bugs and all this? You guys, I don't care if I put screen up on these sides, okay? Somehow, if those bugs want to come in, the bugs are going to come in, okay? But this is more of a controlled environment, and I can handle it, okay? I had a wasp that flew in here the other day, and I'm going to tell you what happened. When it was extremely hot, and I didn't have the sides open, that wasp came in here and he died, okay? as soon as he came in, I mean, he fell over like I had sprayed something. I didn't spray nothing. Okay. Now, let me explain. I had someone, don't bite my head off. Did you use treated wood? Yes. Here's why. I did not want to take and put all this work we did. Okay guys, my camera died, so I had to come in. It got too hot out there. Okay. Yes, I did. I used treated wood. The reason I did is because I did not want to wind up having to, in a few years, take and replace the wood. I said, why not just go ahead and put the treated wood and get it over with? Because being in a moisture area, that causes, you know, termites can come, and you don't want that problem. And your wood wouldn't last as long. So, yes, and you guys, you know that treated wood has come a long ways. So don't worry, okay? It's not going to hurt the food. Now, yes, I'm going to be putting in raised beds inside the high tunnel. They're not going to be in the ground, okay? And I wanted to make sure that I got that clear. So don't bite my head off. Do your homework, and you will see it's okay, okay? Now, I got asked, okay, what about the compost and all this stuff? Are you going to make sure that your compost is okay? Guys, I'm using my own compost from my own chickens, okay? If I need more, I trust Black Cow, okay? A lot of people don't like it, but I've had no issues with Black Cow. Am I sponsored by Black Cow? No, I am not. I would love for them to sponsor me, you know, with some Black Cow. I would love it. Because, as you guys know, I've already got the soil, and I've got some amendments, but I may be fixing to order some more amendments to take and kind of boost the ground a little bit more than what I have, because I might not have enough of my own compost. But I'm also going to start a new compost pile with grass clippings and chicken manure, okay? And I'll take you guys through that tour once I start it. Now, I want you guys to know that the high tunnel, the reason I went with the high tunnel, because I asked somebody, why'd you buy one? You have a greenhouse. You have in-ground garden. Number one is the sun this year was hotter than it has ever been, okay? It was burning my plants out there. And when we did have rain out there in that one garden, water was standing, okay? And you guys know having too much water on your plants is not good. And I wanted to take and make sure that I have a place to where I can grow food all year, okay? Save money. Yes, you're out of pocket to start off, okay? For the high tunnel. But you look at it in the long run, look at what you're going to be saving in the grocery store. And you know where your food is coming from, okay? Now, the price. Mine was a little over $2,800, okay? That's for the high tunnel itself. And shipping was like $500, okay? And yes, I know the shipping was expensive, but you guys have to understand that diesel fuel is not cheap, okay? Not cheap at all. Now, be advised that you will be the one to take and have to get it off the truck. Okay? How did I get mine off the truck in town? Well, 18-wheeler come right out here in my drive. It was fine. I took him, me and my son was out there. We unloaded everything off the truck. Thanks to the driver. He was really nice. And, I mean, he come right out here, comes through my neighborhood with no problem. Yes, it was a big semi. No problem whatsoever. And once we got it, we stuck it in the garage. You guys seen a video where I showed you. It was a little dark in my garage, but I kind of showed you guys. Yes, I got everything. Now, a lot of people been asking about the wood price. What about your wood? The wood price like to kill me. Okay, you might as well say roughly around $500 for wood and my topsoil, which I bought, I think it was like 40 bags of topsoil. And I also got some peat moss. And now the water, irrigation and all this stuff, the lighting and all this stuff, that was around $400. You guys know prices right now are very expensive on lumber, electrical, and guys, I'm gonna tell you, I was trying to get some 2x4s, okay, because I was wanting 3 2x4s, 16 foot long. You guys, they don't even have any at all, okay? So I am going to try and figure out how I'm going to get me some 2x4s. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that I feel blessed that I have a high tunnel 16 by 20 in my backyard in town. And I can grow all year around now. I am one happy lady. And I want to make sure that I put a big shout out to my husband, because I paid a little over $2,000, I think. And he paid the rest. That was my birthday gift, my anniversary gift, and probably Christmas gift and everything. So that I can make sure that, you know, if something happened and we couldn't buy food at the grocery store, I can go in my own backyard and get my own. Now, I did have someone tell me that they have a greenhouse and the water bill's expensive, their lights are expensive. I'm gonna tell you something. It is not going to cost me any more to run my drip than it is for me to go out there and cut the water hose on and go out there and water the ground. Okay? It is not going to be any difference. And a matter of fact, I'm probably going to be saving water, because it being in the shade, it's not going to be drying out as quick as it would in the ground. And I'll show you guys. This is my journey, and I hope you guys, anyone out there that is wanting to grow your own food, that you realize that having a high tunnel, you can grow your food all year round. Yes, you may have to put heat in there during the winter time, protect those vegetables, but look at it like this. If you need something, All you got to do is walk out your back door. It's there in your backyard. Alright guys, until next time, God bless, stay safe, and you guys go check out the high tunnels. Go check them out. They do have small hobby house greenhouses, smaller ones than what I have. So go check them out, guys. I love you. Till next time.